Oh man, Mikey Williams, some more news has just come out about where he potentially may be going to school after high school, and this is shocking. Stay tuned to find out. Now, first and foremost, Mikey Williams, of course. I think this guy probably has the most clout in high school basketball for sure. With all the Instagram followers, couple million Instagram followers, million on TikTok, man, this dude is one of the most watched and viewed high school basketball players. I just gotta put it out there, of all time. I think the media is always talking about him, and for sure he does draw a lot of attention. Now, a lot of people are currently wondering right now, where is Mikey Williams going to go after high school? He has a lot of options, and being the number 5th player in the class of 2023, of course everyone is wondering, where is this dude gonna go? Now, first and foremost, if you guys don't know, you guys should know by now, he's at Lake Norman Christian, which is a school in Charlotte, and they're playing pretty good competition, and Mikey Williams has done his part so far. I think he is playing well and showing why he is one of the best players in the country, and really went to this school, one, because his previous school, San Isidro, was not playing, and two, that he can prove himself on the court, show what he's made of, and I think he has done that thus far. Now, Mikey Williams, in this brand new news just dropped about him and where he may go. Now, this quote just came out from Travis Branham, which is a 24/7 sports analyst, and he said this: he has built a strong bond with NC Central head coach Lavelle, and for a trendsetter such as Williams, going off the beaten path away from the nation's top program would be fitting. Now, NC Central, that would be insane to see Mikey Williams go there. Of course, this is something that, I'm going to be honest here, a lot of these younger players are starting to talk about, and this is not the first time we've heard Mikey Williams talking about going to an HBCU school. Now, of course, he did put out a tweet not too long ago stating that he was going to shock the world by having an interest in HBCU schools, and maybe even hinting at the fact that he was going to go there. And I'm going to be honest, that would change basketball forever. We haven't really seen one of the highest recruits, a number 5 and up player, go to one of these schools. Of course, McCord Maker had went to a HBCU, but man, Mikey Williams, I think that would just change the whole dynamic because of his popularity and visibility. Man, since he has so much clout and so much attention on him, this could draw a number of other players to go to this school, and I think this quote really speaks volumes as to why Mikey Williams may be going to NC Central and has a lot of interest in that school. Of course, then he would be pretty much local, staying in North Carolina, but that would be great to see him go to HBCU. But there, of course, are other sides to this aspect. Now, one, this, of course, as the quote stated, is really the untaken path. Not a lot of people have done this besides McCord Maker, and of course, I'm sure there have been other players, but not to this level of extent with his popularity. Now, for one, a lot of these HBCU schools, if you compare them to top Division I programs such as Kentucky or any of the blue blood schools, man, it's going to be harder, no doubt, for Mikey Williams to try to transfer and go to one of these schools and then go to the NBA, just because their programs, man, these guys do not have such excellent winning records as the top programs, and that's no doubt, and that's not even throwing shade at HBCUs, because I think if you get enough top players to go to one of these HBCU schools, man, you could really change things and shock people. Now, there have been a number of HBCU schools that have, of course, been in the NCAA March Madness tournament and have done their thing, so that's not throwing shade, and they have definitely had excellent teams in the past. Now, it would be shocking to see Mikey Williams go there, but the real question is, who would join Mikey at going to this school? Now, if you're the number 5th player in the class of 2023, man, other people are going to be watching where you're committing, and that's not to mention, man, everyone loves to team up in college. A lot of times, if you guys don't know, a lot of these players do look at where other players are going to commit, and man, if they like the style of play, for example, if a big man liked the style of play Mikey Williams did have, he would want to transfer to NC Central with Mikey, and it can really attract a number of different players because they have an opportunity to win games and get a chip at the end of the day. When you have a lot of great players on a team, if they can find the chemistry and really work together to get a W, man, it can attract a number of people to come and play, and I think a lot of players would be interested in playing with Mikey Williams because, of course, man, this dude's attention, if you can play well playing with Mikey Williams, man, the spotlight is going to be on you too, no doubt, and I think you can gain a lot of notoriety if you perform well under these lights. Now, of course, this is just a prediction on where Mikey Williams will go, but then you have a number of other options for this dude. Now, of course, being one of the best players in the country really allows you to open up which avenue you're going to go to after high school basketball. Now, one, we have this overtime league. I'm going to be honest here, this is looking shaky. Not a lot of people know what exactly is going on on, and only 1/3 of the top players in the country really even were interested in learning more about it. But that's not to say that they would join the league. So I think that is going to take some time to develop. But of course, this is a league that high school players would leave their current high schools and go play in this league. And it's really unclear if this would cancel their eligibility in college or not, but that's a huge factor to take into account. But on the other hand, Mikey Williams pretty much is the face of overtime, and of course a number of other players, but I think Mikey probably has the most clout and really helps market overtime very well. But of course, that's no shade at overtime. They have to record the best players in the country, and not the best, but the most popular players as well. And Mikey Williams for sure fits that category. Now, on the other hand, number 2, we have the G League. Now, guys, I keep saying this is an excellent route, and this is a caveat right here. It's an excellent route if you're one of the best players and perform well under the lights. If you do not perform well in the NBA G League or as well as expected, man, things are not going to look good for you. I need to say that again, because a lot of people think that if you're just one of these top recruits and you go to the NBA G League, man, you're pretty much set in the NBA, and that is not the case. Remember who you're playing against. You're pretty much going from being in high school, playing against high school competition, to like that, and changing it and going and playing against NBA competition, people that have played in the NBA for years, really talented guys, and even people that were in college as well. So you're playing the whole vast variety of players, and you have to be ready to go and have polished skills. If you're not ready and really haven't been working on your game like that, honestly, you're probably going to get eaten in the NBA G League. So remember, that is a huge caveat. Just because you go to the NBA G League and you have all this hype around you does not mean you're going to perform well. Huge factor to take into account. And then the third option for Mikey Williams, man, going straight to the NBA. By the time he does graduate, it's a likely possibility that Mikey Williams may be able to go straight to the NBA, and that's another option. I don't think there are a lot of players who can really do that as of right now, just because I don't see a lot of these high school guys being able to actually facilitate and put in work in the NBA. Maybe the G League, but the NBA is really a stretch, and there are very few who would be able to make that transition. Now, you guys let me know in the comments down below, where do you think Mikey Williams is going to end up going? Which route, man? NC Central, the crystal predictions are pretty much saying NC Central, Mikey Williams has a good shot at going there. You let me know in the comments down below, where you think he's going to go. Now, on the other hand, we're talking about Mikey Williams and DJ Wagner, and man, you guys really came for me in the comments. And to be honest, one thing, DJ Wagner, yes, of course, you guys are correct. He is averaging around 20 points per game, even maybe more than that, 22 points per game, and he is dominating on the court. But the reason why the DJ Wagner Mikey Williams comparison can be made, and especially as of right now, is because one, what Mikey Williams did when he played Amani Bates. Now, previously, before, I would have said DJ Wagner over Mikey Williams with an instant. Right away, I would have said DJ, because DJ really seems like he's one of these guys, stays in the gym and really has a polished game, where Mikey Williams on the other hand seems like he's a little bit more popular in the spotlight, and that seems like it's getting mixed into these rankings. Now, of course, DJ Wagner has put in serious work and is about 6'5" right now, but the reason why I can't write off Mikey Williams is because of how well he performed against Imani Bates. Mikey Williams had more points than Imani Bates, and his team won, and Imani Bates is arguably considered one of the best, if not the best player in high school basketball. So seeing that if Mikey Williams played that well against Imani Bates, man, I can't write off him going head to head against DJ Wagner. Now, who would win the matchup? Man, you guys gotta let me know in the comments down below. They are two excellent players, and that would be fire to see if they eventually got a chance to play each other and really go at each other and see what happens. Now, you guys let me know in the comments down below who would win the matchup, DJ Wagner or Mikey Williams, as well as where is Mikey going in the future. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, get a new notification every time I upload a new video. So I'll let you know.